Do you wish that you had more self-confidence? Are you maybe on your journey toward gaining more self-confidence? Maybe you've done work on yourself. Today, I would like to share with you a very costly mistake on your way to self-confidence. You know that sentence, feel the fear and do it anyway. I'm sure you've heard it. In the business world, we hear it a lot because, as they say, you have to get outside of your comfort zone and then do stuff, and you're going to feel the fear and you're going to be uncomfortable. I think that this sentence, feel the fear and do it anyway, could potentially be the most dangerous sentence of all. So stay tuned if you want to learn why. Feel the fear and do it anyway. Yes, but not exactly. Because the truth is that if your fear level is so high, you are going to have a bodily response that will hijack your self-confidence, your resources, your internal resources, anything you normally have access to. So let's say that you're going on a date, or you're going to meet someone with whom you want to do business, or a future client, or anyone, as a matter of fact, anyone new. And your fear is so high that you feel it in your body. What happens is that your amygdala, the stress center of your brain, the fight and flight center, is activated. And when that part is activated, a portion of the blood flow that normally goes to your frontal cortex, the newest brain, the one where you create, analyzes, your intelligent brain, your conscious brain. This blood flow is redirected to your arms, your legs, so that you are in a position to fight or flight, because your brain is perceiving a threat. And it's the reptilian brain, the one that dates from cavemen and cave women. And it's saying, there is a threat, let's get ready for survival. And the problem is, like what I said, you don't have access to all your resources. Have you maybe experienced some situation in your life where after fact you say, I was so dumb, why did I say that? Why didn't I think about saying A, B, C, or D? That's because you were under stress and you didn't have access to your full resources. So feel the fear and do it anyway. Since you're not going to be at your best, you can expect an outcome that wouldn't be the best, that wouldn't be as great as it could have been. And sometimes it can create such, I would say, a trauma, maybe not that much, it depends on the situation, but such a strong emotional response that instead of increasing your self-confidence, of feeling that you can do that and you're expanding your zone of comfort, it's doing the opposite. Let me tell you a story. My grandpa in France was born in, I don't know, very early in the 19th century, in the 20th century, 1900s. When he took his driver's license, nobody told him that there may be accidents. He may sometimes damage the car. So a week after he took his driver's license, he went to bring his car into his garage, and he completely scratched the car. He damaged it. He never touched a car after that in his life. It was such a big trauma for him that he never went back there. Guess what could happen to you? Let's say you're going for a public speaking event and you're terrorized on the stage and you can't even pronounce a word, and something horrible happens and you have to leave the stage. Do you think you're going to go back there to become more confident? Or do you think that your tendency is going to do anything you can do to not go back out there? That actually happens even when we are kids and we're presenting something and we are made fun of. And some people never stand up again and speak in public. Or let's say you're going to a date and you're stressed and you're not as responsive and you're not as functioning. And the guy never calls you back. It may be in your way from going to another date. So that's why I'm saying, feel the fear and do it anyway. No. Insert a step in there. Feel the fear, calm the fear, and then do it anyway. It's a completely different scenario. And in order to do that, I would like to propose to you to use a technique. If you don't know who I am, my name is Murielle Felous, by the way. I am a sacred dating teacher. I teach women to approach dating as a sacred healing journey rather than a quest where you're running after a goal. It's more about you and getting in the best alignment, both on a brain level and energy level, to create what you want in your life, as well as a transformation and self-love coach. I am the founder of Date Like a French Woman, which is datelikeafrenchwoman.com, and Date Like a French Woman, the podcast, as well as a License to Shine, where I teach women to really grow their self-confidence, tap into their magnetic presence, feel sexier, feel more at ease with who they are, etc., etc. So today, I want to teach you a technique that I use everywhere, every time. I use it with my clients, I use it with my students, I use it with myself, I use it with my kids, I use it everywhere. It's called tapping or energy freedom technique. If you don't know that technique, I put a link to my introduction video below in the description. Go watch that and then come back. Today, we are going to do a short, very short tapping session that you can use and reuse every time you are in a situation where the fear is so high that you don't feel that you are going to function at your best. You don't feel that you have access to your resources. You feel that you're not going to be your best. And I'm going to time myself because I want this tool to be effective and short so that you can really reproduce it in your car before you go to a meeting or a date or anywhere. So let's go. Tapping is a combination, to give you the short description. It is a combination of acupressure using the acupuncture meridians that run into the body, the nervous meridians, and modern psychology. So I am going to tap on certain points, and unless you go watch the introduction video, I'm going to demonstrate for you here. You just follow me and repeat whatever I say, and you will feel already the stress going down. So if you can bring a situation where you remember being stressed and bring back the feeling, what you do usually, you go and you give a grade to your feeling from 0 to 10, 10 being the strongest, the most uncomfortable, the most afraid that you can be. And you need to be out of 5 or 6 in order for you to really work with that. So let's say that you are in a situation where you're going to a meeting and you are literally shaking because you're afraid, you've never done it, you're not sure you're capable of doing it. I have women who feel like that before they go live on camera. They're like terrorized and almost paralyzed. And we're going to do that. We're going to tap on what's called the karate chop point, and we're going to tap 3 times and do a statement 3 times. So let's do that for about 4 minutes, 4 to 5 minutes. Even though I'm extremely afraid right now, so you repeat and you do the same thing. I trust that it will be okay. And I trust myself. And if you can say I trust, just say I'm willing to trust. It opens the door. Even though I'm so afraid right now, I'm not sure what will happen. I'm willing to trust that it will be okay. And I'm willing to trust myself. One last time. Even though I'm really afraid right now, I trust that it will be okay. And I trust myself. Now, I'm going to simplify the tapping today. We're going to do only 4 points. Usually there are like 14 points that you can tap on. But in order to have like a short, effective, right to the focus point, we're going to do 4. So here on the bone under the eye. I've never done that before. And here on the bone here under the, you know what? So here we go. I'll show you the points and just follow me and repeat after me. Even though I'm extremely afraid right now, I'm so scared, I've never done that. I trust that the best possible outcome will happen. Even though I'm extremely scared right now, I've never done that before, I am willing to trust myself. Even though I am extremely afraid, I am willing to trust myself. And I'm going to say that thing, but replace with whatever your situation is. That thing that I've never done. What if I mess up? What if I'm not capable? What if the result that I expect doesn't happen? What if they laugh about me? What if I never see that person again? And here are the bra line. This is so scary. I don't know what I'm going to do. All that fear in my stomach, and it may be somewhere else for you, then say where it is. All that fear in my body. I can feel it. I can't even get an image for it. And let the image come. All that fear in my body. Really focus on the image of that fear. I wonder how long it's going to be with me. I wonder what effects he has on me. Doesn't help me anyway. So why continue doing it? All that fear in my body. You know what? It doesn't help me. So I'm willing to let it go, even if it's just a little bit. I'm willing to let some of it go. It is not serving me anyway. So why keep it? It is not protecting me. It is not helping me. It is safe to let some go. It is safe to believe that I can manage. It is safe to believe that I can deal with whatever is coming. It is safe because I've dealt with so many things in my life before. I have resources. I have what it takes. And I now intend to align with my best self and my resources. And I let the fear go, some of it. And finish again here. I am now intending to be calmer. I now intend to be more resourceful. and I understand there is no real danger here. I have what it takes. And now take a deep breath. I don't know how long it was because I talked in the middle. But that's a technique that you can use anywhere, anytime, in your car, before you go to the appointment, before you go to the date, before you give that speech, before you make that phone call. Anytime you need, you can go back to that technique. And if there are any other things that you're coming across, let me know, because I'm creating a membership website where I will put so many tools for so many situations that people are faced with every day. And why is it important to practice? Because as I said, we can conclude something when an experience is so painful. We can make a story in our brain. And in fact, we will make a story in our brain because we always make stories, positive or negative. And it can be there for the rest of our life, stopping us from gaining more self-confidence and going toward our dream. So it's a price you do not want to pay. Make sure you gather the tools, make sure you practice them, and make sure you enjoy your life to the fullest. I'll see you next time. Bye.